interesting. Oh, we are streaming now, but the camera is off, which I will fix.
Watch live now, observes.
आ गया.
फिर क्या bro? I have hit the like and subscribe button and press the bell icon.
My man. Alright, we're live and we have picture. Do we have picture? Can you check?
I was hoping for a picture.
पण ठीक है.
पण नवरात्री scenes, so I'm like, okay.
Alright.
ऐसा इतना बूझ काय को लगा है इसका?
क्या बोलोगे देखो?
I am betting 0 people show up for the stream today. Because one, we haven't tweeted it as always.
As usual. I haven't tweeted.
Yeah,
that's what you mean to say.
Yeah, because I religiously retweet your tweets.
So I am going to do that after I give the introduction.
Plus we have.
And I have to do this dance every time now.
Please don't dance.
And I have to go to live streaming so I can get access to chat.
Why do you have 2 videos for the philo thing?
The first one I messed up, like big time.
Loser.
And Popo chat. So we are live. Stream health is good. We've been live for a minute. Lol. Alright, so stream checks out. Everything is good. Welcome to the October special event of Objective Stream. This is episode number 16, and in today's episode,
Sweet 16.
Okay. And in today's episode, we are going to be discussing the October events from Google, Microsoft. Microsoft? No, Microsoft.
Yes, Microsoft.
What Microsoft? Oh, yes, the Microsoft event. And Amazon, Intel. I forgot to put Microsoft in the title description, but we are discussing that. And some Nvidia news. And we don't have a specific list of topics that we'll be watching or going through today. But expect some quality content as always from us.
I've started cracking jokes before the stream.
Yes, that's a big improvement.
This is a great way to get into the stream.
So while I tweet about the stream to people,
so let's start with Microsoft.
Yeah, let's go for it. You may not want to do that.
Okay, so Microsoft had an event where they announced the new Microsoft desktops.
Basically, all the Surface devices got updated.
So now it's like they don't do anything apart from Surface, right? So
yeah, which is actually a very great thing, because now they are very focused. This is a much more focused Microsoft.
Okay, so this is completely
okay, go for
tangential to the topic.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of opinions lately saying you stop being skeptical about Microsoft. This is the new Microsoft. It loves open source. It loves Linux.
Okay, I wouldn't go as far as that. But talking about their product lineup, they seem much more focused.
No. This is about Microsoft as a company and why people should stop distrusting it.
Yeah, okay. I can't get behind that yet.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Not yet. This is too soon.
My honest question to that is, if you have done 25 years of shit talking about open source and Linux, let's wait for another 25 years before we start trusting you.
Yeah. I can get behind
fair,
that.
Right? Yeah. You can't start a publicity campaign, buy GitHub for a couple of $1 billion and be like, we love open source.
Yeah.
We have some history going on here. Right?
Yeah. So you can't just up and about come do something and expect people's opinions to change.
Right.
Now, people who are advocating for that, you possibly haven't been through the shit Microsoft has put its developers previously, and what it still puts through a lot of game developers. So considering all of that, I don't expect the public opinion to change that quickly, that rapidly, but it'll happen.
It'll happen. It'll take time, but don't say that Microsoft is
don't force it on people.
So Microsoft had an event where they launched a new Surface Pro tablet computer, whatever you want to call it. They launched revised model of their bigger desktop thing and headphones.
Oh yeah, the headphones. Now
That's the
I think
kicker.
I think that's the star of. I'm just finding the
Because-
page for it.
If you think about headphones, right? Apple does headphones through Beat. Google has done the earbuds,
Which is
which they didn't even talk about in this layers.
no, I don't.
It's
think,
like it did happen.
yeah.
It's like that embarrassing one night stand that you did, which everyone wants to forget about. Which probably involved a lot of puking and.
Ew! What?
After daru hota hai.
Oh god. So
Have you ever been to someone's house for the first time and puked there?
yeah. Okay, not the first time, but yeah.
Like new friend,
No.
first time you have met them,
No,
you
no, no,
head
no,
to
no.
their house
No.
for whatever, and then you
No,
pooped
that I
it.
have not.
Yeah, me too.
Thankfully, I have not. So I'm bringing up the headphones webpage on to. Whoa.
I hope my parents won't watch it.
Why?
I don't know. It sounds like something they won't upload.
I'm pretty sure they won't.
No, but they do watch the stream.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to keep this page up.
Sita Dada is in the building.
What up? So we better now start sticking
Also,
to...
Alok Deshpande is here, so I will be careful going forward.
So he just said hi right now,
Yeah.
but he may be out there for a while. So, anyways, getting back to things.
Before Sitaram tells us to get back to things.
Yeah.
So yeah, the headphones have the Hey Cortana functionality
But
built in.
look at this. I have no idea what to click on.
So he's opened the Microsoft website and he's getting pop-ups in Hindi. Come on.
Okay. So coming back to the headphones, they look, number one, they look huge. So
They
I
are huge.
hope they sound what
Great.
headphones of that size sound like.
Yeah, so this is in leagues with the Beats and the Boses.
No, but I hope that the whole thing is not so. Beats traditionally is associated with very bass heavy signatures, right? I hope this is very flat, so people can considering that these are very high quality drivers. So I hope like people get to enjoy that.
3.5 mm or the bigger one?
This.
No, the jack.
Are these wireless?
Oh, so no aux at all?
I don't think so. These are wireless, as far as I know.
40 mm free edge speaker drivers. Nice.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, no wires. Interesting.
there's no.
I thought there might be an option for the audio files.
Yeah, they seem to be completely wireless. What am I supposed to do here?
Okay, slide to rotate.
Oh, okay.
Slide to rotate them.
Okay.
So key features include Hey
where-
Cortana, which is the star of the whole thing. So you can talk to it. Plus, it's got touch buttons on the side,
Yeah.
on the side cups. Plus, they have a USB-C connection.
USB-C connection. Okay, so it does have it. So
You know what's nice about USB-C? I don't have to carry my MacBook charger everywhere. The other day I was at my parents' house and I forgot my charger and I used the Google Wi-Fi router's charger to charge my MacBook. This is beautiful.
Okay.
It's like I'm living in the future.
So three things: USB-C, all the things;
USB-C, all the things.
matte black, all the things;
Yeah, but the surface is just one color.
and no RGB, all the things.
Oh, okay, are we over at RGB?
I hope we are.
Okay.
I sincerely hope we are.
But I love how flat the headphones look.
Yeah, like they
Like
look.
they are like something you'd look at and have no opinions about it. Like everyone would agree to the shape.
So here's the thing. if I don't remember his name, but I think he was South Korean.
Digambar.
South Korean.
Mangesh.
South Korean.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I just wanted to shout
Okay,
out
so
to my friend Digambar.
okay, so he's a South Korean designer, and he made these really cool Windows Phone concepts back in the day. And then Microsoft went on to hire him, and this pretty much looks like his work if he's still at Microsoft. And yes, Sitaram raises an excellent point that these have adjustable noise cancellation levels. And I remember this being in the product video that they showed, where he's sitting at the airport, he puts the headphones on. The noise cancellation level is at a different setting.
Yeah.
And because he's at the airport, there is a lot of ambient noise. So he just turns the dial and the noise cancellation levels go up.
Yeah, so the thing, how it happens is they put in mics in the headphones.
Yeah, mics everywhere. And because the DAC for these headphones is inside the headphones, I think they've pictured it here. Where is it?
So think if you had mics where you could adjust how much sound is coming to your ears digitally.
So this is possibly the DAC, and this is the battery. And I don't think anyone else has had the guts to, basically do iFixit's work for iFixit.
Yeah.
This is like a photo iFixit would post,
Mm-hmm.
and Microsoft is like, we'll save you the trouble, we'll post it ourselves.
They did that because this is the first product, right? So, first product it's in its genre from Microsoft.
And honestly,
Like smart headphones.
I really want to try these. I really want to try these.
How expensive are they?
Let's see. I don't think they have posted. No, so they haven't posted pricing.
No, they must have mentioned it.
Up to 15 hours over Bluetooth with hands-free Cortana enabled. Honestly, I don't know the state of Cortana right now.
So Cortana is tied up with Alexa.
What do you mean?
So through Cortana you can like switch to Alexa, and through Alexa you can switch to Cortana.
So $349.
Yeah.
$349.
It's steep.
No, but I think any good pair of headphones would cost around that much.
Yeah, I use my
of the size.
brother's Bose, and I think they are in the similar
Yeah,
price
I think these are pretty similar. But if you are a proper audiophile, I don't think you'd buy these. I think the Sennheiser HD 665 or 655 makes more sense. Tosar, what's up?
He's
Well-
still upset about the headphone jack.
Oh my god.
So this is 2018. like,
2018, bro.
Even if she was the love of your life, it's high time that you move on.
See, this is the kind of stuff that becomes viable and plausible.
Yeah, but how big is your daily bag going to be if you're going to keep on carrying stuff like
Sorry?
this? How big is your daily bag going to get if it's...
How heavy is this?
Yeah, but it's a dongle at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, but then, see, here's the thing. This is for a very niche audience.
Okay, makes sense.
Right? So, but basically the lightning port is what makes this viable. Right? Now, of
Yeah.
course, it does not mean that you should remove the 3.5mm jack. But then you have to kind of, say, okay, this is it. This is as far as things will go. Because if Apple never did that, this laptop would still have a DVD drive. Or super drive, as Apple still calls it, I think.
They even spin their dual SIM thing as something, I don't know.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways. Moving on to the next product. They have the new Surface Pro laptop, which is nothing different.
One thing I want to say. If you want to hear music as it's intended by the producer for you, never ever use Bose headphones. Ever.
Why?
Ever.
Why?
The sound signatures are basically all over the place.
But it's for
No
noise
matter
cancellation,
how
na?
cheap or how expensive the headphone
Yeah,
gets.
the whole point is the noise cancellation.
Yeah, but then see, that's the thing. Most high-end headphones have open backs.
Open backs.
Yeah.
I only know sexy backs from Justin Timberlake.
No. So
That was a good joke.
no.
Someone applaud. Let me know in the comments below.
Don't encourage this behavior. Yes,
Guys.
Audio Technica +1. See, so anyways, like this is a closed back.
Okay.
An open back would have a mesh here. Okay, so you will be still able to hear some of your surroundings. Okay, but that enables the headphones to create a wider sound stage for you, and basically a deeper, richer sound overall. It's not true for all headphones, but like if you do it right, and
Right.
most open back headphones do get it right.
I'm bringing open back. Yeah.
All right, so Microsoft's event was, to round it up pretty briefly, good event, good presentations. The headphones, I think, stole the show like the Apple Watch did at Apple's event.
Right.
And because everything else is basically an upgrade to the existing products, right? And they are mostly under the hood updates, right? Nothing on the surface which is new, except for one thing
Nothing
that I
on
did.
the surface which is new.
Aha! He got it.
Nice.
So the only thing that has changed visibly are the keyboard keys, and Microsoft also seems to be now using the butterfly mechanism in keys. So I was hoping, like, given the feedback
Sure,
people are
sure.
giving based on Apple's butterfly keys, they would have skipped that whole bit, but unfortunately they went for it. So yeah, we'll have to see how this pans out, and we'll have to see if Microsoft's implementation is better than Apple's. So I think that wraps it up for Microsoft. Okay,
Moving on to Amazon.
Amazon
Amazon launched 6 new devices.
6.
And there was like no major fanfare or anything. They are like, ho gaya announce.
हो गया.
Now
Like-
just let's get to the part where you order this.
Hmm.
Right? I don't think Amazon is huge on like presentations and ceremonies and shit. I don't think they've ever been. I think that's how they launched Kindle. That's how they launch everything. They're
I
like,
think. See, here's the thing. Amazon. I don't want to say the executives at Amazon don't have that experience. They most likely do. Okay, but I
when
want to
we
say.
talk about Google guys and presentations.
No.
and-
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. So Amazon, when they announced the whole store, the
Right.
Amazon store, where you can just walk in and start picking up stuff, and it automatically adds it to your cart, and that whole demonstration was so casual, right?
Mhm.
And I think Amazon has always gotten that bit right,
Right.
where it targets the people it wants to sell to.
Yeah.
Right? It's similar to Apple's strategy, where they target as many people as they can, but they kind of still come off as a bit privileged, a bit elitist.
Google is trying something with the new way they presented stuff.
Which is what we'll come to that when we talk
Okay,
about.
let's
Google.
wrap Amazon first. So the one is the first device is I think the Echo Show. It's a bigger Amazon Echo Show with a sleeker back. So essentially a tablet with very good speakers and essentially Amazon Echo, right? Running Amazon Alexa as an operating system, so to speak. So that's one of the first devices. Then they did 2 things. One was speakers for existing Echoes and a brain for existing speakers, which is nice. So if you have good speakers, you could just get the bit which will be on top of it, and then
Yeah.
and then they had a set of speaker.
So I don't know how many people got this.
Oh, and new Echo Dot, which is getting, if it was a derivative function, it's getting closer to Google Home Mini. Now it has fewer sharper edges. It's more rounded, like the Google Home Mini. Plus, it's got that fabric thing going on around it, and apparently it's 70% louder, which is interesting.
And it has
it's tiny.
Improved mic carry.
Yeah.
Much more improved mic carry. If like the demo was actually real, what they showed.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounded like that looked pretty epic. I'm just trying to.
But they also did a smart plug.
Yeah. But
big deal.
Yeah. So one thing I want to say, while we are on the topic of smart speakers and headphones, and I think that has been the general trend over the past few months. So I want to bring up Sonos and
Sonos che, pardon my French, but L lagle.
Ka?
Because everyone's in their territory now.
No, but see again, the thing Sonos has over everyone else is quality, and so far only Apple has been able to get close to that.
The HomePod.
With the HomePod, like the
the
audio
HomePod
carry.
Is just not.
Yeah, like the HomePod is. I don't know who it is appealing to, but just look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Looks like a turntable, right?
Yeah. But you know what else it reminds me of? Space Odyssey. The Relic.
The HAL.
The Relic.
Yeah.
But £699, dude. €699. That is very expensive. Anyways, so Amazon, lots of new Echo devices. Nothing else much. I think Kindle is almost abandoned at this point.
Nah, they have a market for that, man.
Sorry?
They do have a market for that. They do have devices that they launch.
No, like
less frequently than Amazon Echo devices, but still.
No, the thing is that with Kindle at this point, what would you add to it that would make it better?
Better battery life. I can't think of anything.
Exactly. No matter how much you improve the battery life, right? The battery is going to degrade over time.
Yeah.
So you can't just keep launching a new device and say better battery life, etc., every single time. Right? People would get bored of it.
That is true.
You'd rather, not have any of that bullshit and just keep selling what you have.
Works. But yeah, I mean, Kindle on the Echo is also something which is very actively pushed. Moving on to the next topic of the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to kind of take a step back here. And instead of going to the next obvious one, I want to first quickly wrap up Intel and Nvidia. Because it's at this point a huge giant mess that they have made themselves.
Meh.
Alright, so Intel launched a bunch of new CPUs earlier this week, last week to be precise. And I've been discussing this with my friends at Intel and friends who are not at Intel, friends who are not employed, friends who are employed, etc. And the general consensus is that considering what considering what AMD has, Intel's pricing is just abysmal. But here's the problem. People are going to still buy it.
Choice ka hai?
They have no other option. I don't have an option.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Right now it will feel like Intel has the market, Intel has the market, Intel has the market. And then ARM will keep on growing. And then one day ARM will overtake Intel. And then it will be like, how did this happen overnight?
Yeah,
but
that's
right
fine.
now that is exactly what is happening.
I agree. And No, see.
So it just takes someone like Apple and big set of balls
Yeah.
to create a MacBook with ARM, and that day all the publications will be like overnight success, ARM, blah blah blah, this, that,
Yeah.
that, this.
But they won't realize that it took a very long
And
time.
that is what is happening right now with shitty Intel
Yeah.
and amazing ARM.
No, so here's the thing. Say there is no ARM MacBook ever. Okay?
ARM MacBook, because I think that's the most popular.
No, I'm just saying, hypothetically. We all know it's going to happen. But hypothetically, let's say ARM MacBook never happens. An ARM Mac never happens. Okay? What I'm holding right now, when this gets updated next year, okay, it will have to come with an Intel CPU.
Yes. Next year.
There
Maybe
is-
even 2020.
No, so there's
But
no chance.
2021?
No.
Maybe.
No. What I'm saying is there is no chance this will ever get an AMD CPU.
Oh, that. Yeah. That's okay.
It won't. It just ever.
And
won't.
AMD wants to probably be a winner in the whole server market space and the prosumer market space. Plus, there is like a whole world of
Okay.
embedded CPUs. For example, the one that I'm getting in December, right? Where it is perfectly suited for smart displays, set-top boxes, and all of those things.
No, but here's where it gets interesting. The fact that you brought up the point of prosumers, right? Is the iMac Pro and the Mac Pro for prosumers or consumers?
Right.
Okay. The answer is very obvious. It's for prosumers. Why are we stuck with shitty Intel Xeon CPUs in them, which get really, really hot? And we all know how Apple likes to deal with
It's
heat
also a question
and
about the
fans.
software ecosystem, right? That takes time. That probably takes a little time.
I'm actually in favor of. I'm actually in favor of AMD thinking that and believing that, because they still do believe that they are the underdog, and because of that they can just come out with products like Threadripper 2 and Epic
They can
2,
do whatever they want.
and they can just have a blast with it, have fun making it, have fun at the press release and the shows, right, and not give a damn about anyone else. Whereas everyone else is stuck in this loop about trying to outdo the other. Except for Intel, who's still stuck in the 14 nanometer.
No,
loop.
but I genuinely don't get, like, what is Intel doing? Like, haven't they realized that they are failing at everything that they're doing?
I have no idea. 14 nanometer plus. What the hell?
TSMC announced 5 nanometer.
5 nanometer. They are
they
like,
announced like they are like 7 nanometer अभी चालू है. अभी 5 nanometer की बात करते हैं. Like, cool, bro. Like works.
a quick rough translation of that. We finished our work on 7 nanometer.
It is in production.
It is in production.
like-
The tapes are working. Let's talk about 5 nanometers.
Yes. So that was the blog post day before yesterday.
Okay, I did not read.
Yeah,
the blog
that was
post,
the
but-
TSMC thing on the day before.
But I know the news.
Anand Tech did something.
Yeah, I remember reading it on Anand Tech. So I know the news. I don't know the finer details about it. But in general, 5 nanometers is already being talked about for 2019 October, when they start doing test runs. Right? So they are still fine-tuning their parameters for the manufacturing process and stuff like that.
It's crazy
And they're
what
still
world we are living in.
Putting in research into the whole process and the fabrication methods itself. It is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Like walking on the same line here, Nvidia did something similarly stupid. They announced the new RTX 2080 and 2080 Ti GPUs. They announced the new Quadro GPUs, RTX Quadro GPUs, and a bunch of cool stuff that they demoed on stage. When the GPUs shipped, you cannot use any of the RTX features because the drivers are still not available for it. Fine. Then the
I know a guy who works on the drivers.
Then the Windows 18.
Is that why he's not returning my calls?
Listen, pura sunna. Then the Windows 1809 update came, the October update, right? Which came with DRX.
Okay.
DirectX ray tracing, right? Which enabled all of these Nvidia RTX and other ray tracing APIs for games to use. And people were excited. Little did they know that their files were being deleted. So Windows had to pull the update out. Nvidia had to pull the drivers out. And it's still a big giant mess. And no one knows.
Can you sue someone?
I am pretty sure this all, builds up to a class action lawsuit.
That would be fun.
That would be very fun.
Man, it sucks that we haven't been streaming for the last 2-3 weeks because of the whole Super Micro story. That would have been... Like, I have so many opinions.
No, but then it's an uncorroborated story, so...
Yes, that's why I said opinions.
Alright, so that's been Nvidia and Amazon, Intel news. So let's get to the news everyone's been waiting for.
Google.
The Google event.
Sure.
What a giant pile of mess.
I don't get them, man. I don't get them anymore. Like, I was someone who bought a Pixel when it was like brand new. And now after 2 years, I just don't get them anymore.
Okay, I want to show people something. I want to show people...
Like, during the whole presentation, there were so many fuck-ups, first of all, in the presentation. We'll get to that. Second, no tech specs. Right? Third, why are you talking about the design this, design that, rounded corners, smooth corners, this
special fabric designed and engineered by Google.
काय मारून आलाय तुम्ही? So, like, it's like on a tangent completely.
No, but see, here's the funniest thing. If you open store.google.com,
yeah,
the first thing that you notice is the new stand that they launched for the Pixel device, which costs $79.
It's just a Q charger.
It's just a Qi charger. $79.
I don't get it.
And then when you scroll down, okay, so just to make sure that this is no slide that I've paused on or anything.
Worst part is,
yeah,
they talked about how their home automation products and their Google
Oh,
Wi-Fi
yeah.
and how it's how there has been talk about it merging, and then they stopped talking about it, and then they didn't mention it at all. So why bring it up? Like, why did you bring it up?
this actually happened on stage, which probably will cast a lot of doubt for all future events from Google. The guy with the colored hair, right? When he's on stage and he's demoing something with Google Assistant.
Oh, that failed. Bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
And he's kind of, still completing his question to Google Assistant.
And she answers.
And the video behind starts playing.
Like,
Right
cool.
now, obviously, we all know that is not real. It is staged, but
It's
you
not
know,
staged on Apple events, right? They
it's
actually
not.
have
Yeah.
it connected.
So
to
they connect the device and then they cast it. But see, for Google events, everyone knows it is staged. It's never real time. Fine. But there are people, the general public, right,
who take it at face
who
value.
unsuspectingly take it at face value, and everyone caught it. And that was such a huge fail. It is just...
God.
Then there was the Miss Dolly incident. And I have two theories about it.
She's the one with the multiple accents.
Yeah, number one, she was talking in 4 different accents. She named 4 Google products, each with a different accent. Fine. That is not
Honestly-
even the problem. I'll come to the problem now. Number one, either the stage lighting was so bright that it was hurting her eyes. And that is me giving her the benefit of doubt. Okay? Or she herself felt so bad, so angry with what she has to do on stage, what she has to talk about, what she has to announce, that she almost teared up and she wanted to get off stage. And I'm pretty sure that the earpiece these people have to wear she got a message that, you know what, okay, I think you should walk off stage, just close up your thing, we are moving your slides up. Either of the two. Either the light was too harsh or what I just spoke about. It was bad. It was bad. The entire event felt forced. And what the was the whole thing about, just as the event started, showing everyone like the thing, the podium.
Yeah,
Not podium.
I don't get it.
Like it opens up, they showed all the 4 devices they are showing.
But don't touch.
Yeah,
so
but
why
don't-
would you keep them in the middle of everything?
Yeah, and there were like multiple of those. There wasn't just one, there were multiple of those. They were separated out on the floor, and everyone, like the press, got to take photos of it and shit.
So
For 30 seconds it was there, then it was down, and then they began discussing the products one by one. What was the point?
The worst part was they showed all the products at the start and then started talking about them one by one.
Yeah, which makes no
Who
sense.
does that? Who does that?
So here's the thing.
Saala ka hai?
They you cannot plan this overnight, right?
They probably did, man, by the looks of it.
You cannot plan this overnight. So this was properly planned, evaluated, and executed. Okay, except for the people talking about it. Considering all the leaks, I don't know why they had to say the whole. They made an entire video with YouTubers talking about the leaks and everything, and they tweeted it out, and then they even wrote there, tune in tomorrow to see if this is actually true, which kind of made people speculate that, okay, you know what, maybe these guys are wrong,
Did they do this intentionally?
and Google is like probably trolling us with the leaks.
I think they did this intentionally because
Otherwise,
they
people
don't-
wouldn't watch the event.
I was gonna say that they knew that they were releasing something underwhelming,
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
so they didn't want, they didn't want a lot of surprises, so they didn't have anything to launch.
No, so see, here's the thing. This is Apple from 2017. If you remember, in 2017 when this was launched,
2017 was bland.
yeah, but see, here's why. When this was launched, right, just days before, I think Apple's event was on Tuesday and Microsoft event was on the Friday, right? And just days before, Microsoft launched the new Surface lineup
With the hinge,
with the
sexy
hinge and everything, and which looked so beautiful.
Man, that hinge.
And
man.
what Apple launched was a MacBook Pro with a touch bar.
Boom.
So it kind of obviously felt underwhelming. But this year, Apple has the Series 4 watch,
Yeah.
right?
The Series 4 watch was the thing, man.
Apple has the Series 4 watch. Microsoft has the new Surface stuff with headphones that people...
I think Google should have probably done the Smart Hub thing better, where they're like, we now have a smart assistant with a display. But honestly, who cares?
No, here's the weirdest part about that Smart Hub. So during the feature stuff, what they said was when the Smart Hub is not being used by anyone, it will show photos. If nobody's around to use the Smart Hub, who is going to be looking at the photos?
Other robots?
Let us know in the comments.
Plus, at the end, they're like, when you put the phone on the Qi charger, it acts like your Smart Hub.
The phone, oh yeah. Oh! The Pixel 3 can now show album cover art when you're playing music.
Oh yeah, that is a feature. I was like,
How
"Whoa,
the
wow.
hell is this a feature?
Chal kya raha hai yaar?"
How?
I should just stop telling people that I bought a Pixel. Because
How?
it's,
How is that a feature at all? It is utterly embarrassing, the event Google had. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out words to say about the event. And I can't come up with anything nice. Anything nice. Number one, it was not a memorable...
Can't we talk about the notch and the bezels?
No, let's talk about
Like
the
that
Pixel
is
3.
such half-assed.
Let's talk about
design.
the Pixel 3. Let's talk about the Pixel 3 properly.
Okay, first. Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL are not the same when it comes to look. One has a straight like
One has one has like bezels.
One has bezels. Yeah. Right, and then there is a bezel at the bottom. It's not edge to edge.
Yeah, it has a chin.
What? You have edge to edge displays on the side and on the top, and at the bottom you have a chin. How? What? How? What?
Number 2, the notch is so pathetic.
Why is it so wide?
It makes Apple.
Oh, is it? It has two cameras, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
On the
extra
front.
wide selfie.
Yeah. And you know what they're calling it? Take a groupie.
Groupie, God. What if I'm fat?
No. So it's like take a groupie. They
Yeah.
probably don't know the Urban Dictionary definition of a groupie.
Which is strange because they are Google, right? They make
Exactly.
search
They
engines.
make search engines and.
Hey guys, let's make a groupie.
Okay, I think.
I've always wanted to be a groupie for a band, like a famous band.
Why?
Like just go around attending their.
And they didn't show anything about the new Google Chromecast, right? Which was also leaked.
There isn't any announcement about that.
Yeah. So Best Buy accidentally sold a customer the new Chromecast instead of the existing Chromecast.
Wow.
Oh boy. Okay. Now here's the thing. Why? So my brother and I had a very good discussion on the matter, and
Also, no dual cameras on the back.
yeah. So which is what I was coming to. The reason there are no dual cameras on the back.
Because there are dual cameras on the front.
No.
आणि 4 कॅमेराचे पैसे नव्हते. This is the real reason. You heard it here first. संपले बाबा पैसे काय आहे?
No. So the reason is that. Okay, so the reason assumes that Google is true to their word. Okay, which is last year they said that Google's software is so superior, their ISP is so superior that they don't have a need for a second camera on the back.
Yeah, this shows that they are not a hardware company.
Okay, that's the thing. Now, if they go backtrack and put a second camera on there, how are they any different from OnePlus?
Right.
How are they any different from OnePlus? Like you say one thing and then 6 months later when you launch your new phone, you do exactly the opposite of that. So, fine. The camera, still great. The two front-facing cameras, okay? Like look at this. Why this weird arrangement? Why couldn't the speaker, the two cameras and the front sensor here, like this bit, why couldn't all it be aligned so you can make the screen a bit taller? Same thing here. There's literally no reason for a notch there, because if you're going to have a chin at the bottom, you might as well have a forehead on the top and put everything in there like the Samsung phones do.
I don't know what they're smoking.
Like there is absolutely no need for this notch. And this is very surprising that it's surprising to me as well that I am about to say this, but this actually makes Samsung's phones look way better designed and thought out.
Yeah.
Way better.
I'm yawning
And
during a Google segment, man. This is
and coming to this now, like 4 gigabytes of RAM, Android people who dedicatedly love and use Android, they're gonna hate this.
Yeah, well, Android people have a very fascination with RAM.
I don't know why. That just shows
There
how
are phones
unoptimized your apps
exactly. Like there are phones with 8
are.
gigabytes of RAM.
This has 8 gigabytes of RAM.
मैं इस पे builds चला था, bro.
Like he builds software on this.
Like what are you doing?
Software
on your 8
and
gigabytes
kernel.
Yeah.
Software kernels and firmware.
Good God. And it is something that is said out loud With pride.
With pride.
That my phone has 8 gigabytes of RAM.
I don't know why. That just shows how unoptimized the software you run on it is. Oh joy! They've added a switch to pixel page, which is very fancy looking people. Like, man, they look like they have very comfortable lives.
Did my phone ring on a stream?
Yeah.
And like,
Oh boy, everyone should check out his phone.
no.
Oh wait, you changed.
No, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Why is my dad calling me when he knows I'm in a stream? Is it okay if I take a call?
Yeah. Thanks for asking, bro. I think you should ask everyone in the comments. as
Guys, tell me what I should do in the comments. Oh, माझा मांडस. बाबा मी निखिल बरोबर यूट्यूबवर आहे आता. मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं.
well. Hi, Kaka.
बाय. नाही त्या विषयावरती स्ट्रीमवरती नको बोलायला. बाय. हो बाबा जाऊ द्या. कशाला. बाय. So he asked about the.
No, okay. I got it. I immediately connected the dots.
Yeah.
Shirke is also like, hello, Kaka. So everyone knows Kaka.
Yeah.
Kaka knows everyone.
Thoser has come home and I think dad was in there. Basically, I'm feeling more sad about that event now than after watching it. Shirke, the feeling is mutual.
Oh boy, and this.
Yeah, we'll take more photos of you so that you can pick the best photo.
Like this. This is so funny because everyone has been doing this for about 2.5 years, 3 years now. And you know what's the weird part? This is limited to the Pixel 3.
They want to sell more phones. Huh?
The
So
Pixel-
do you see how it is heading towards a world where the Android open source project means shit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, open source का बत्ती बनाओ और डालो अपने.
Huh. Yes, absolutely. So Android open source is a joke at this point, an absolute joke. However, the
Everything is part of Google Play services now.
Okay, where is the Google Slate? It's called the Slate, right?
Pixel Slate.
No. Oh yeah, Pixel Slate. But where is it?
अबे तू इंडिया में है.
No, so what? I'm on the global store. Wow.
Oh yeah, Pixel Slate is the new tablet running Chrome OS. No one gives a about it. It comes with a keyboard. It comes with a pen. The pen costs $200 or something.
So Anuj Thoser and I were on group chat when the event was happening, and he asked a question about guess the price of the Slate before it was actually revealed in the event, and we are all watching it live, and we're about 5 minutes away from the price reveal, and I say either $600 or what was my second guess? $450. Yeah, so either 600 or 450, but I said I'm going with the former, and it turned out to be $599, so $600. But here's the thing. Okay, number one, let's talk about how gorgeous the Google Assistant model is here.
It's a tablet. Let's call it a tablet.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
call a spade, or tablet a tablet.
Yeah, absolutely. I want Siri to be like this. I don't want Siri to take up the entire screen. I want Siri to be like this. So you know
That's
when
what I thought.
Yeah, dude. So when
This is perfect.
yeah. So when she gives me a result here, I can just drag it and drop it into something else. I can't do it with that because that's covering the entire screen. I can do it with this. This is what Apple should be, doing with Siri.
Interesting.
This is what Control Center should look like on iOS 12. But no, it's the odd little thing from the top right.
I'm okay with it. I'm honestly used to it.
Okay, so let's get a few things out of the way. The keyboard looks absolutely rubbish. The pencil, the stylus is too thick. But
yeah, what is with the stylus? It looks more like a whiteboard marker than a pen.
Yeah, completely.
Like Samsung has styluses, Apple has styluses, everyone has styluses.
But no, this is really bad. This is really bad. However, the Pixel Slate itself looks really cool. Here is my problem with it. You have to go under tech specs to realize a few things. The 599 model gets you a Celeron processor. Then I think the pricing goes to 799, which gives you a Core M3 processor. And then as it ramps up, you go to i3, i5 and finally i7, which costs 1599.
Yeah, i7 processor लेके क्या करता मैं Chrome OS चलाता. What?
Why is the i3
16
i5?
gigabytes of RAM.
Yes. Why
That's how shitty Chrome is. You need 16 gigabytes of RAM and an
Oh
i7.
shit! I did not realize this.
What?
It only has 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Yeah, but for Chrome OS.
Exactly, for Chrome OS.
Oh, yeah, that is also
Dude,
true. Yeah.
it's running Chrome OS. It's probably going to need like 128 gigabytes of RAM just to boot up.
I think RAM industry is running because of Chrome.
Chrome,
Like
yeah,
Chrome
absolutely.
And Electron, obviously.
Chrome and Electron, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like one and the same
One and
thing.
the same.
Like the V8 engine. But surprisingly, the same is not the case for Node.js. Why? What does Node.js do that is so good that Chrome and Electron absolutely screw up? Oh boy. Wow, this is some beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like there is so much space here. Like look at this. So much space here. So much. So much.
I think we are hating on Google too much today.
No, but like, dude, I'm saying like this is a legitimately okay. Here are all the options. 1599 for a Core i7 processor, 8th gen. Why? Why?
Because
Why? Like,
Chrome.
what am I going to be able to run on Chrome OS that is going to need a i7 CPU with 16 gigabytes of RAM? What?
I don't know.
This is okay, yeah. So Apple had the super liquid display on the iPhone 10R.
Yeah.
What did they call it?
Super OLED or something like
No,
that.
it's not. Number one, it's not an OLED display, dude.
LCD, na super LCD, something
So
else.
something
Retina LCD. No.
Retina liquid retina, liquid retina
yes.
display. All right. So Google is like, oh my god, they're calling their display a liquid retina display. What should we call ours? And the best they came up with is a, what is it called? Molecular display.
Man, there's this hotel on Shivaji Nagar, right? They tell you that we serve you molecular food. Okay? I was like, ठीक है, तू एक पाव भाजी लेके आ, right? This. No. I was like, ठीक है, एक वड़ा पाव लेके आ. Right? It's like a fancy restaurant.
Okay.
They sell molecular display. So what they do is, they bring bread, they bring bundi,
Okay.
and they bring aloo.
Wait, I'm not following.
So
And
it all comes together to make a vada pav, right?
bundi,
Yeah, bundi. Vada pavचं जे पीठ असतं,
besan.
बेसन,
Huh.
that's bundi, right?
No.
Yes.
Bundi is from besan?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, go on.
So it's like, take the bundi, that is the outer covering of a vada. Take the aloo, so it's basically mashed potatoes.
Huh.
This is the inner covering and this is bread.
Hmm.
Now just bring it all together and eat it. And they call it molecular cuisine.
They charge you for this.
Yeah, they charge you heckloads of it.
For this.
Yes. So there was this, there was
People, I have a problem with
there was
such
a
kind
pav,
of stuff.
This is the fun part. There was a pav bhaji, which was a fondue.
All right.
Moving on to the next topic.
See,
Sitaram will remember this.
Shirke's comments are the synergy between his 3 comments is so good. It's like, hello kaka, US store, vada pav.
Shirke is making sense. Sorry. Hello kaka, US store, vada pav. Oh God.
I love it. Man, I have to feed Shirke some kick-ass barbecue.
Yeah, वो कब से बैठा है?
I know.
चिकन स्टिक और जो कुछ भी
I know. Completely on me. My fault, bro. But करेंगे.
Yeah, next weekend we are planning.
So,
is Tosa around?
Yeah. He's going to be around. So seems like
everyone in the comment section next weekend my house. I don't know what is that. Hit me up for address.
All right. So the missing Chromecast Ultra or the Generation 3 Chromecast.
By the way, the Fire Stick 4K is out.
Not a huge fan of the whole.
Yeah, it streams. What else do you want?
The thing is, it lacks integration with everything else. Right? If I'm doing something on my phone,
it's got Netflix. It's got
no. But see, here's the thing. If I have the Apple TV, right, I can just cast it from my phone or that using AirPlay.
Yeah, but they give you a pretty decent remote.
If I have Chromecast, I can use Chromecast.
Yes, but
I can't do that with the Fire TV stick. Now I need the remote.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
You also get Alexa.
You have to get up to pick the remote from wherever it is.
You can also do
because
it from
the chances of you forgetting where the remote is and then you sit on the couch and then you have to get up and go get the remote is too damn high.
Or you could use Alexa.
Fair
then
point.
You have one at your house.
Fair point.
Which you don't.
Fair point. But see, it doesn't have HDR and the Chromecast Ultra does.
Okay.
And HDR is big. But my TV already does HDR except for YouTube, so I have no need for it. By the way, where is our man, the myth, the legend, the man himself, who was asking me about TVs?
Sagar Prakash
Jumnarkar, yes.
I'm not so sure.
So I don't know whatever happened to his TV search.
So he was biased about LG.
Yes. That's okay. Like if he's had some.
Yeah, that was a very interesting Twitter thread. If anyone missed it, well, there was like a lot of name calling, a lot of opinions.
Well, it was a fun thread.
YOLO.
All right. So the Google Home Hub, which raises more questions than it answers. I just want to quickly make sure we have the browser, and I want to show you. Right, like
I think let's just call this a stream. We'll call this the end because honestly, the whole time that they were talking about this, they were talking about how you can use this in the kitchen. There is literally nowhere else that you would use this.
True.
Right? And,
True. Like
and
even the cover photo is
everything is kitchen. Everything is kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So this is a kitchen appliance.
Yeah.
And this is for people who Google things when they are cooking.
Yeah.
Which happens once in a month.
Or less.
Yeah. Right. Most people will just take an onion and start cutting.
Yeah.
Instead of Googling how to cut an onion.
True.
Right. So I don't know who this device is for. The only thing that's probably good about this is that it's a decent price. It's $150. But the size of the screen is tiny.
Does it have
worst part. It doesn't even come with a camera so that you can't FaceTime.
Why does it have maps? I'm confused. Why does it have maps?
Oh yeah, why does it have maps?
Yeah, like what the hell?
It's just showing you how much time to work.
Man, it's definitely sad that she spent $150 on this. But one thing I gotta hand it to Google is the UI design of everything that is in there. I can actually imagine this being at a pretty far away distance and it should be legible. So, great on Google for that. What's helpful YouTube videos, and again, it's about cutting a pineapple.
Yep, everything is kitchen.
If you have to Google how to cut a pineapple,
How many times
you
are going
most
to
probably
cut
shouldn't be cutting a pineapple.
No, and honestly, how many times are you going to be googling how to cut a pineapple? It's going to be one of those devices that you buy and then you don't use.
Is it me or is this scrolling very bad on this page? It is bad on this page. I think it's safe to call this as the end of the stream. Also, what the wait, if she has the home hub thing here, why is she looking for a book up there? Why can't the home hub
that's the thing,
read the
man.
book itself? Dude, imagine this being used as an educational unit where you take your child, you sit with him, and everything is happening on the device in front. And you know, it has audio too, so it can be an interactive device, and it would make for a great educational device. And because it has a stand and everything, this can be like fixed into place in
I don't
classrooms.
think it has the concept of apps yet.
Why, like, that's my question. Why hasn't anyone come up with something of this form factor for education? There, free startup ideas. That is what the objective stream gives you. The value of the objective stream. Well, that is it for, I think, ranting about Google. And I think the next big thing coming up is... No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Yeah. I'm talking about something serious here.
XR.
The XR. The iPhone XR. Which is due on the 23rd of this month. We won't be doing a separate stream covering that. But off the top of your head, what are your
I
thoughts?
miss streams, man.
So do I. But you should be honest with our viewers. You really miss the cookies more.
Miss cookies, beer, like writing down thoughts.
I hope his father is watching this.
Hoping, putting down links, writing down thoughts. But it forces you to think.
Is that... Are you serious?
No, he's Chinmay.
No. So, Sunil Kumar put in the comments, Nikhil bro is way ahead of Obama and Trump on Twitter in terms of number of tweets. 70.5k.
You've tweeted 70.5k times.
Yes. Apparently, according to him.
Do you think you have issues?
I tweet very less now. I remember back around 2011, 12 and 13, I used to tweet a lot.
Where
I
do you
tweet-
see tweets, number of tweets?
Wait, I should be able to see it on Tweetbots. But if that is true, my god. Yep, he's right. I recently crossed 70.5k.
You have issues, bro.
No, but like, see, now I tweet like 1 hour, 20 hours, 2 days, 3 days ago. And like, this is automated. This is me sharing an article. 2 tweets about the Google event.
What about tweets and replies? These are just tweets.
No, like tweets, this number includes replies.
Oh, you had 1397 followers. Did
Yeah.
you take a screenshot when you
I
did?
shared it with you.
Oh, okay, great.
We had the whole haha. For both YouTube and Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah. We did that. So what are your thoughts on the iPhone XR and the whole deal? It's coming out on the 23rd.
No opinions as such.
No?
None.
I'm very excited for it, although the pricing in India is pretty
I'm
fucked
thinking
up.
it's going to be like XC.
Yeah, but dude,
XC1.
it has an A12 chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the SE was supposed to be like the smaller device, and this is like the bigger one. Because it comes only in one size, the 10S Max size. And it's aluminium instead of steel. But it comes with the A12 chip. It's so cool. And I think it uses the same new camera. Yeah, it does use the same. It does use the primary camera on the 10S, which is there. So that's pretty cool as well. So no separate stream to talk about the 10R, but these are our thoughts. I'm very excited for it, what it brings to the table, and he has no opinions on it whatsoever. So let's move on to our final segment of this season. For one last time, what are we watching? What are you watching? Dude, he's heavy.
Why don't you go first?
Okay, so I have been watching Star Trek. Next Generation. All over again. I've been having a lot of fun with that. And the new Titans TV show by TC launches today on Netflix. The listing is already up. However, I couldn't seem to find a episode. It's still the episode hasn't released yet. It should anytime soon. Let's search again. Live. Yeah, so the episodes are not out yet. The first episode isn't out yet. It's going to be a weekly release. Thankfully, it is coming on Netflix, because otherwise it was only going to be coming on the DC streaming service. So kudos to Warner Brothers and DC for sorting that out. Alright, so that's what I've been looking forward to. And also there's the new movie short docu-series kind of a thing on this one German lieutenant? A German lieutenant.
Oh, Operation Finale.
Operation Finale.
I watched that.
Ooh.
Good stuff.
What good stuff. What good stuff. Absolutely epic. Sacred Games Season 2 is apparently in a bit of a fix.
Why?
Because of the allegations against Varun Grover. So Netflix doesn't know what to do. Because Varun Grover has presented a very, very compelling case for himself, which kind of gets rid of all the allegations. But because allegations were made in the first place, Netflix doesn't know what to do with it. But I just hope Sacred Games does not get axed.
I have opinions about this whole public shaming.
No.
But yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching Breaking Bad. I'm rewatching Breaking Bad. Some favorite bits of Breaking Bad.
What season are you on?
Third.
I would
And
recommend going back to Better Call Saul. Watch that first, then come to this. You'll have a lot more fun.
Okay. I watched Little Things.
Little Things?
It's a mini series about.
What is it? Show? Oh yeah. I watched it when it was out on YouTube.
Yeah, so now the second season is on Netflix.
Oh, is this the second season? I thought only season 1 happened, and they're bringing the same to Netflix.
Yeah, I watched second season and then I watched first season.
Wow. Okay, so I did not know that. Mithila Palkar, not one of my favorite actresses yet. I still
don't think
find
she's an
her
actress yet. I mean, there's no variety into her roles.
Yeah, but then I think that is my point. I don't have.
She plays the same person everywhere, right?
Yeah, but the guy who plays her boyfriend in this series, who is also the writer of the series, the writing is just excellent. It's good stuff.
I don't identify with a lot of those things, so I kind of.
It's actually good stuff. So it kind of gives you perspective into, rather the perspective I don't have, because I haven't dated in the past couple of years. It gives me what the other side looks like. It gives me that perspective, which is pretty interesting.
So yes, I've been watching Little Things. I rewatched Breaking Bad, and because I'm hating on journalists a lot everywhere because it's just horrific, I went back and watched Good Night and Good Luck, which is a beautiful movie.
I watched Annihilation.
Finally.
Finally.
Did the end trip you out?
I don't know what the whole fuss is about. It's a pretty.
It's a twist ending story.
It's a pretty okay movie
I mean, it's
with a pretty good cast. I don't know how they ended up making a pretty okay
Oscar
movie.
Isaacs is the man.
See, either the story lacked the factor, or the direction lacked it. Something somewhere in the production pipeline went wrong for that movie. All right, so I think anything else you want to add? Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah, Shrike was watching. I think he finished Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Oh yes, even I'm waiting for Daredevil season 3.
Yep. The
Good stuff.
trailer looks
Because Defenders
fantastic.
sucked, Luke Cage sucked. I didn't even bother
With Iron Fist.
Fist
Yeah,
second
me neither.
season.
Me neither.
Like, ye jaane de. I'm not.
Like
gonna
I
understand
watched
anything.
2
I
and a
didn't
half
even watch
episodes.
Jessica Jones second season. I was like, ye bhi nahi chahiye mere.
It doesn't like
So Daredevil is the shiz now.
all they messed up Iron Fist season 1. Then they
Big
messed
time.
up Defenders.
And
Then they messed up Luke Cage.
Then
Then Iron Fist again. Then Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
I think Marvel, like for the TV shows,
They should just take a break from making TV shows.
I think they've lost the charm they had in the first run.
And the viewership is gonna fall as they go forward because there are gonna be people who have not watched the previous,
Yeah.
and then it's
Obviously, now it's gone. Now it's dead for me.
Yeah.
Now watching Luke Cage makes no sense to me. Watching Jessica Jones season 3 will make no sense to me. Iron Fist never has made sense to me. It's gone. Daredevil is the only one. But if Daredevil works off any of these previous episodes
Oh.
and has links to it, that's gone too, no matter how good the show is. Because Punisher as well, I could not finish it.
I love Punisher.
I could not finish
It's
that.
standalone. It's like independent of all of this
I
bullshit.
could not finish it. It has the same problems.
Not really.
Yeah.
Punisher was-
And I think they got a very classic recipe established in Daredevil season 1. You have your Act 1,
the
Act 2, Act
villain
3.
from Daredevil 1 is coming back in Daredevil 3.
Yeah. Wilson
It's
Fisk.
going to be crazy.
Wilson Fisk.
Amazing.
Yeah. And that actor plays that role so good.
Fuck, he is made for that role.
Here's the thing now. James Gunn recently got hired to write the new Suicide Squad 2.
What? Who's got the money for Suicide Squad 2?
Dave Bautista quotes that article and says, "Where do I sign up?"
Arre. No, he was major pissed about them kicking James Gunn from
Yeah, everyone was
Guardians
pissed.
of Galaxy.
Everyone was pissed. Now, things are quite literally falling apart for Marvel. And they are literally working now in favor of DC. It took 10 years, but it's finally happening. And you should just watch Titans episode 1 today.
I haven't
when it
seen
comes
Titan.
out.
This is honestly the first time I'm hearing Titans. See, that's why we should have streams so that I could
Exactly.
have found out about Titans before.
Hey, we've spoken about the whole thing before.
No.
Yeah. I even told you about this. So Dick Grayson goes like, "Fuck Batman."
Where's the episode?
No, it's yet to release. But it's coming out today.
Oh, okay.
So 11th October, their 11th October, अपना 11th October, 10 a.m. चलता थोड़ा आगे 19-20. Alright, I think that is the show for today. And Sunil Kumar, thank you for the wonderful realization of how much time I've spent on Twitter and putting me in the league of Obama and Trump. I feel honored. And on that disappointing note, it's time to end the season. It's been a fun time. We've enjoyed it. Or rather, I enjoyed it. I don't know about it. But I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys have too. You all have a lovely weekend. We'll see you next year. Cheers.
Next year?
Yeah. Oh, the stream is there.
November, December, CES.
November, December, CES. CES is in Jan. 2 months. 2 months, bro. 2 months of no cookies.